Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to go over the top 5 biggest mistakes that people make when building their first vivarium. These are mistakes that can ruin your setup, cost you time and money, and even hurt your animals. But not to worry, because we're going to tell you exactly how to avoid these mistakes so that you can build your vivarium perfectly the first time around.
First off is number 5. This one might seem like an obvious one, but not doing enough research is one of the biggest mistakes people make when building their bioactive vivariums. If you're watching this video, then that means you're already off to a good start. As you guys know, vivariums can be large, they can be expensive, and take a lot of time to build. So we don't exactly always have the opportunity to grow or learn through trial and error. So before embarking on building a tank that you could have for years and years and years, make sure that you do your research. Different animals will require different environments, different plants, different substrates, and different plants are going to require their own different care. There's different hardware to choose from automisters to lighting, heating, and more. There's a lot of great videos, forum posts, and blogs on this subject detailing people's individual experiences. So make sure that you take full advantage of those and subscribe to this channel so you can learn more from us.
Okay, at number 4, we have not blacking out your tank. If you are making a vivarium using the good old spray foam and silicone method, just don't grab the spray foam at your local hardware store. Take the extra time to get some of this. This is black pond and stone spray foam. It's specifically made to be used in ponds and aquatic features, and it looks a lot like lava rock when it's carved away. Any bits that peek through your cocoa fiber texture will still look great, and people will sometimes not even cover it up. You're also going to want to get black aquarium safe silicone instead of clear. Finally, on any walls where you're using spray foam, make sure that you make the outside black too. So you can use vinyl or spray paint, but we like to use Plasti Dip. It sprays on like spray paint, but we can peel it away like vinyl. Using all black is going to make it so the shadows in our tank look deep and dark, and anything that's not covered by dirt and moss will be dark and mysterious, as if it would be shrouded in shadows in the real world, instead of a white or shiny surface if we had used the white spray foam. Check out the difference between some of our first tanks and our tanks now. Blacked out tanks look so much more professional.
At number 3, we have ventilation and air circulation. People often don't plan for this when they're first building their tanks, but different animals are going to need different humidity levels, and they'll all require different levels of ventilation. The standard Exo Terra tanks, for example, they don't give you a lot of options in controlling the ventilation. In high humidity, plants are going to need airflow so they don't rot or mold. Like in this dart frog tank, for example, we need almost 100% humidity, and we don't want to introduce too much outside air because that's going to bring the humidity down. So we can't use the open mesh lid that it comes with. So in a lot of dart frog tanks, people will put glass or acrylic over the top, but your plants will still need that circulation. So we find it's helpful to build in a ventilation system in a tank like this one. Ventilation and air circulation is a really, really big topic. That's just a quick example, but we have a whole video on air circulation and different types. So if you're interested, check that out here.
Number 2 is not having enough hardscape. It feels really weird at first, but trust us when we say that you're going to want to stuff your tank with hardscape. The more, the better. The more crisscrossing branches and cork bark rounds you have connecting the sides, the more cork bark flats along the walls and along the floor, the more the tank starts to feel like a real slice of the jungle. A really common problem is not budgeting enough for this hardscape. We get it, it feels really silly dropping big money on little sticks, but trust us, hardscape is the bones of your tank. Skimp on it and your setup is going to look empty and unnatural. It might feel like you're taking space away from the tank, but you're actually providing new spaces for your animals. In an empty tank, your animals might be limited to the floor and the walls, but fill the tank with hardscape and suddenly there's plenty of spaces to run, slither, jump, or even hide. It might sound paradoxical, but the more hiding spots you have for your animals, the more you're gonna see them. If your animals always feel like one quick dash away from safety, they'll be more comfortable strutting out and about. And if you're keeping multiple animals, this can reduce aggression and provide enrichment.
Finally, at number 1, we have not planning ahead adequately. Vivariums are a big project, and it's not easy to make changes once things start getting glued in place. There is no feeling worse than staring at a fully planted tank and wishing you had done things differently. So take the time to really think carefully about your scape. Take an extra 5 minutes to doodle a quick sketch beforehand. Take your time while you're scaping. Take breaks. Come back to things. Take photos to show your friends. Think about the practicality of it. Where will it be inside your house? Is it going to be easy to maintain? Can you reach different areas of the glass? Are you moving it all in the next few years? And is it portable for you? Are the electronics all accessible if something breaks down? These are all things that you want to think about before you build your tank and not after.
Okay, so now it's your turn. What's the biggest mistake you've made when building a vivarium? Drop it down in the comments. We want to hear your horror stories.
Thanks for watching, guys, and we hope this video was helpful to you, and if so, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more videos like this one.